Hi everyone, we are at the NoMad in Las Vegas, which is inside the Park MGM, occupies the top floors of the Park MGM, formerly known as the Monte Carlo. And one of the reasons I'm focusing on the door right now is because I kind of want to start here because it kind of gives you a feel for the rest of the suite here. So we are in the Atelier Suite, which is just the basic suite right above their classic rooms. It's about a 530 square foot suite here. And I'm starting with the door here because it really does give you an idea of how the rest of the suite is going to be. You have this nice burgundy hardwood door with these nice little finishes. The hardware is very nice. The do not disturb sign, it's velvet. So right away you can tell that you're not necessarily at the Monte Carlo, of course, but not even at the Park MGM anymore. But it still kind of meshes with the feel of the Park MGM. So I think the look they're going for is like an early 20th century Parisian pied-à-terre, European kind of feel. And so definitely get it right from walking down the hall and coming to this doorway here. I'm going to flip it around and start going through the room here. The second thing you'll notice is the hardwood floors, and they are quite nice. It definitely makes it feel more like a residential space versus just some Las Vegas room. And one thing that you'll see throughout this tour is that the NoMad tries to, separate itself from the rest of the standard Las Vegas fare you get in terms of hotel rooms and suites, and I definitely think it succeeds there. So with the hardwood floors, you definitely get instant smell of wood in the suite coming through the entranceway here. Because we're on the top floors of the Park MGM, you get higher ceilings, so it's very nice. You'll notice little quirky art installations on the wall as well. When you enter the main bedroom area, you first get a nice little view of the hardwood floors, but also this massive, nice heritage looking rug underneath the bed, the king size bed. Also in the Atelier Suite, if you just flip around here, you'll notice that they have a separate pedestal tub, which is a very, very nice little touch here. And it's right off of the master bedroom area here. One thing you'll notice, keeping in the theme of early 20th century, all of the bathware is British, Leroy Brooks, so it's very nice. Okay, flipping around here, you don't get much else adornment on the walls except for the little pieces of art that you'll see scattered throughout. So it's very nice. It definitely feels more like an apartment more than a hotel room. And so you get a nice little seating area here. All of the furniture is hardwood, velvet. It's purposely dimly lit in here, just keeping in with the theme. You get a nice large size flat screen TV that's not too obtrusive. The light fixtures are also very classic. You'll see a lot of warm leather colors, warm dark colors in here. This little leather portfolio contains all of the information about the hotel, as well as the mini bar, room service, dining here at NoMad / Park MGM. And even the technology is thoughtful. So even though this is just like, it looks like a regular classic wooden table, you do get a panel that flips up here, and you get your technology connections. So Bluetooth to the TV, outlets, USB ports, HDMI, all of that. All right, so you get a nice little velvet couch right up to the window here. And I will say, though, the one thing that I don't like too much is because we were at the Park MGM, which used to be the Monte Carlo, they can't do too much about the current window and view situation. I'm in room 31 or suite 3185. I got a strip view, but it's not much. It's not a floor-to-ceiling window. It's literally like this one little patch of window on this whole entire wall. So it's a little bit small. View, definitely nothing to speak about, but you know, I think that, you know, in this kind of room, the view outside is really not what they're focusing on. It's really the interior. And so you get these nice little Chinese partitions. And even with the little details here, the Bluetooth speaker is Oliver Hemming. And so not only is it an alarm clock, but it's a Bluetooth speaker. It's a few $100s. It's a nice quality clock. All right, so we're gonna go through here. And go through to the bathroom area, which is right off the main hallway. Tile, the mosaic tile in here. Bathroom tile is very nice, very good quality. I mean, feels like a classic apartment from the early 20th century, like I said. You get one single vanity here in the walk-in shower area, and I'll show you the toilet area, which is separate in the Atelier Suite, in just a moment. So once again, the fixtures are Leroy Brooks from England. A nice touch that you'll see throughout, and especially in the minibar area, is that they have these nice little classic crystal, the crystal stemware, cups, and things like that. They just make it feel, or keep in with the theme of the whole suite. The products in terms of toiletries are just this basic argan oil kind of product line. Now, nothing to write home about, but it is made by La Bottega, so you know it's good quality. They make a variety of other upscale toiletries for other hotel chains, and so it's really nice for them at MGM to use La Bottega here versus their standard fare, which is kind of shit, if you ask me. So nice toiletries. Definitely take some home if you're into that. These ceramic tissue box and little item carriers here. These are Jonathan Adler, so they're quite nice. Right, and then in this walk-in shower area, you get a nice glass door that flips both ways, in and out. So out, and I'm gonna swing it back in. Once again, Leroy Brooks. You get, in terms of toiletries, shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. Shower head. It's a nice size walk-in shower. No rain shower head, but you know, that's a minor thing. Okay, so we're gonna go back out. Now we're gonna walk to the other side of the hallway. And this is where the toilet area is. You do get a little sitting area, nice velvet chair, more wooden furniture, a nice little vanity area. The mini bar is actually very nice as well. It comes in this like classic steamer trunk kind of styling. Leather on the outside. And I mentioned the crystalware, the ice bucket. This is crystal. The cups, and this is even the ice thing. I mean, the tongs, very nice. Some of the stemware, I can't tell where some of these marks are, but Luigi Bormioli, which isn't too expensive, but still it's named crystal stemware, Rona, and a couple of marks I can't tell, so forgive me for that. I couldn't Google fast enough, but this steamer trunk mini bar is actually very nice. You get a little drawer area here, and then I'm going to open up the main compartment, and it'll open up to a mini bar and a little teeny safe that can fit a laptop, but that's pretty much it. So I'll open up the mini bar, fridge. Nothing too fancy about this, but it's nice to have one. close that back up. Go into the closet area, which is right here next to the toilet. And you get robes, slippers, standard. You do not get an ironing board and iron. You do get a fancy little steamer, but I don't know if anyone's going to be put off with that. I don't usually use an ironing board and iron at hotel rooms. I don't have any fancy places to go to, but that's just something to note. Laundry bag has this cute little, it's a canvas bag here with a little note, jackpot winner. Other than that, nice little closet area. These two drawers are just more storage. All right, close this door and then go into the final room, which is the water closet slash toilet area. You get a continuation of this nice tile, toilet area, and then another little vanity with soap and the Leroy Brooks faucet. So that's pretty much it for the suite. I'm blown away by this place. It actually stays true to, you know, the theme here, and it actually feels like you're not on the Strip, even though you are. So it's a nice change of pace. I mean, this bathtub is quite amazing. So it's a nice relaxation suite. One thing I forgot to mention is that all of the light fixtures and the lighting in the room comes from these little knobs, which once again, it lends itself to that early 20th century European aesthetic. So instead of like an on-off switch, this top you push on and off to turn on the lights, and then the bottom is a dimmer, so you can turn it left and right to get it dim. And you'll notice these everywhere. And so I'm going back to the bathroom here. And then it makes it dimmer or brighter depending on how you want it. So that's just a nice little final touch here. Once again, we're at the NoMad in Las Vegas, which is inside of the Park MGM, and we're at the Atelier Suite. It's 530 square feet about, and I think this suite starts at about $200 to $250 a night on the weekdays, and it goes up from there for the weekends. Let me know what you think about the place. I'm actually really in love with how this suite feels, and so tell me what you think. If you have any questions or comments, let me know below. Thank you. Also, just a note, I know I'm gonna get flamed for this, probably not, but it's such a small, minor detail. I just took a shower and I realized that I'm calling it Leroy Brooks. It's Lefroy Brooks. So, sorry about that. I swear I'm not that fancy, so if you were hung up on the fact that I said Leroy, I'm sorry about that, but just a note. Thanks.